Morning. What an absolutely beautiful sunny day. And I thought I'd go for a little walk, look at the blue sky, and breathe in some of this lovely, crisp, fresh air. Now, talking of breathing, I want to talk to you a little bit about breathing. And you know, when you're a little bit tense or you're worried about something, you're a bit stressed and your breathing gets a little bit shallow and your heart rate goes a bit faster, and people say to you, just breathe. Just breathe. That's bloody annoying, isn't it? I mean, we all breathe, don't we? I mean, I know they mean well, but does it help when they say that? I don't know. But I think what they mean is breathe well, because yes, we do all breathe, but we don't all breathe well, and certainly we don't all breathe well all of the time. You know, like I said, when you're nervous, or you've got things on your mind, your breathing becomes very, very shallow, doesn't it? And and your heart rate goes up, and that just makes you feel more and more anxious. So yeah, we do all breathe, but we could certainly learn to breathe better. And when we do breathe well, it slows down our heart rate, and it triggers this sort of the calm response, I would say. That's what I would call it. It calms you down. So yeah. Oh, and here's a fact. Did you know that also it can strengthen your pelvic floor? Yeah. And we all have a pelvic floor. Guys have a pelvic floor too, so don't switch off there just because you think you haven't, like, maybe had a baby or whatever. But we all have a pelvic floor, because you know, your pelvic floor is actually part of your core muscle group, as is your diaphragm, and it's all connected. And when you breathe in and you fill your lungs, it pushes down the diaphragm, your stomach comes out and it pushes down on the pelvic floor. And then when you breathe out, your pelvic floor comes up, your stomach goes in, your diaphragm comes up, and the air goes out. So everything's connected, guys. Everything's connected. All your muscles are connected, your breath, your mind, your body is all connected. So yeah, I think we can all learn to breathe better. And I'm going to give you a couple of tips, just a couple to help with that. Okay, so the first thing I would say is just put your hand on your stomach and just breathe in slowly, and you should feel your stomach coming out. And then once you've filled just your lungs and it's going, your stomach's coming out, just hold that breath for a couple of seconds and then breathe out. And I would say try and sort of breathe in to, say, a count of 4, and breathe out slightly longer. So don't worry too much about the numbers. I think people get hung up on this. So I would just say breathe in nice and slowly, hold it, and breathe out just for a couple of counts longer than you're breathing in. Okay. And then another one that's like similar to that, I would say, is called box breathing. You might have heard of this. So a box is like a square, right? And a square has 4 sides, and everything is done to the count of 4. Again, I won't worry too much about it, but that just sort of helps. So you sort of picture a box in your mind, and you start off and you breathe out for 4. You breathe out for 4, and you're going along one of the lines. And then you breathe in for 4 as you go along for another line. And you hold it. And then you breathe for 4. And then you breathe out for 4. And hold it for 4 before you start again. And just doing that manages to just calm you down. Now I'm just trying to find somewhere where I can put the phone. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Actually, I might be able to just do it here. This is my actual favourite one, is finger breathing, and this is really good if you have children. It's a really easy one for them to do. It sort of connects everything. So it like connects, you have a touch, you can feel it, and it just it's just really easy to remember. Okay, so what you do is you get your hand like that. Actually, I do just need to bend down. Hold on a second. Let me just put the phone there and bend down. Okay. Oh, good job I haven't got pain in my knees anymore. That's another story, another time, about how I use self-hypnosis to stop pain in my knees. But anyway, that's another time. So for now, put your hand like this and you breathe in as you trace up and breathe out as you trace down. So breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. And by the time you've done that, you should feel a lot calmer. Worked brilliantly with my daughter once. Again, that's another story. But I hope you found this useful. Yeah, it's annoying when people say just breathe, but they got a point. Bye.